Yeah. I gotta aim for the face. Wow, these children are violent. Wow.
Jeez. That baby is like, oh my gosh, that could have been my head.
No, that baby is like, yes, good.
Do it again.
Do it again. Kill them.
That baby has seen some stuff.
That baby has, like, yeah.
She's like,
I thought you weren't interested, Beth. You know, in in Seth's first playthrough of this game, his name was Beth because he misspelled his name. Because it was like on a Wii remote, it's like Miss S and put B.
So instead of he didn't even see the B, did he?
Huh?
So he didn't like go back and delete the letters.
No.
Did he just not even see it?
I don't think he saw it until he put all the other ones in. And he was like, oh. Bing bong. Bing bong.
No, he's just a target. Hey! That's child abuse.
Oh,
Ow.
she's slick.
Did you dodge?
Yeah, she did. Wow. Wow. I definitely didn't try to shoot a child.
Late term abortion.
Yorm.
Worm.
Late Yorm. Oh, my back. I'm leaning back. I'm getting comfortable. We're gonna be here for a while. We got like 4 weeks of episodes to record in one day, so here we go.
So I'm staying here till like 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding.
I call him to work. Yeah, sorry, I got caught up with some important family business.
It's a spider. Oh my gosh.
I like how it kind of just was like, "Are you serious?" It just sort of paused, like,
I think it
can't
got
believe
hit
you've
and just.
done this."
Are you... Yeah. I love how the like death explosions in this game are like so violent.
Like anything that dies is just like, "I'm dead." Explosion.
I'm dead.
Like,
That's great.
I'm sure that's what happened in the Middle East.
You know what
At
I?
the same time.
You know what? You know what I said to Cyrus one time. Cyrus was like, "Hey, I need to." He was like, "Hey, don't start another match. I gotta go poop." And I said, "Go commit toilet Oppenheimer."
Speaking of that, I was listening to a podcast about like Marines and soldiers and whatever, like their experiences in the military, and then they're talking about how like one of them was talking about how like what was it? It was a famous shotgun that the Marines really like, and they were told that they're only supposed to be using these on the doors to like breach and enter and go in. And the guy was like, "Yeah, you'd be amazed by how many doors are wearing sandals." I was like, "Dang!" So that's what you guys use them for.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's like, what are they gonna do? Like report you? No, you almost got yourself killed. It's like, well, he defended himself with a shotgun. How dare he? It's like, you know what? You got home safe. It's not your fault that door assaulted you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So apparently that is a thing. Someone will probably call me out and be like, "That wasn't a real thing," and I just have to say to you, sure, what? Okay, I don't care. I wasn't there. I'm not gonna argue it. If you were there and that's what happened, thank you for your service. Yeah.
I bing bonged the heck out of this thing.
A spin attack with a sword is probably one of the actually like least useful things you can do in a fight.
Yeah. And you can tell because in Breath of the Wild it's useless.
There are like very unique situations in which like spinning with a weapon works, and it's like
Well, like heavy spins
yeah, it's
are
like heavy
good.
spins with a mallet crushing rocks. Yeah, that's helpful. That's about it. But yeah, the spin attack is just not helpful.
Oh, jump. Okay. Nice. Wow.
That baby opened its mouth way too wide. I'm pretty sure it's like possessed by a snake.
That baby looks almost Romanian.
What? What does that mean?
It that baby kind of looks like a ancient and like okay, so you know those like cartoon drawings that they do of like presidents and stuff where it's like every
Oh,
feature is like super exaggerated and
yeah.
whatnot and super ugly.
Uh-huh.
So it looks like that, but of like a Romanian old lady, but they put it on a baby.
Oh, I thought you were gonna end up going the direction of like, oh, you know the Russian nesting dolls, right? I'm like, yeah.
Okay, that also is pretty true, yeah. Monkey. Monkey butt.
Ew.
Come here, you.
This was around the same era in which like everything produced by Nintendo, especially Zelda, had some like horrific things in it.
Yeah, like monkey butt.
Well, they're just gross and just like.
Am I supposed to take Epona? I don't even remember.
I don't know.
I can, so I will. This game is great.
It's
Just
something,
saying.
all right.
Well, I gotta know what they say. They went that way. They went that way. The rest is up to you, Zink. That's definitely how I think she talks.
I think like every other YouTuber also does that voice with that
Because
character.
it is. How can it not be that?
Zink, they went that way.
They went that way. Are you ready for the forest temple?
No, not really.
Actually, I don't even think this is the forest temple yet.
Not quite yet. It's gonna take a little while because this game has a slow start.
It's really not that slow.
Yeah, it's not that slow, but it's slow enough to where you're like, at some point you're just like, okay.
I mean, if you count Breath of the Wild, the Great Plateau as being your start, then it's probably the slowest start.
That
The
is
thing
a,
is,
yeah.
it's not really the slowest start because like you're
Yeah.
getting thrown right in the game, really.
Right. Like it's a slow introduction to the rest of the game,
Yeah.
but it's also fast paced, if that makes sense.
And you can speed through it pretty quick, I guess. But so
If
can
you know what
with
you're
this.
doing. If you're new to the game, it's kind of slow.
Where am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to go this way, aren't
I'm not sure. I haven't played this game in like
I? Definitely not
7
supposed
years.
to go this way.
7 or 8 years. Yeah.
I don't even want to talk to this person right now, but I will. Okay, this guy looks like someone, and I can never put my finger on it.
It looks like one of the Game Grumps.
Yeah.
Not Aaron. What's his name?
I don't remember.
I know his name. I just can't think of it at the moment.
Derek.
I'm sorry. I know you probably don't know me or will ever see me, but that's what you look like.
Oh, I was supposed to go over here. Cool.
You know, he's Aaron's partner. He's Jewish. Is in a band. Can't remember his name at the moment. That's gonna bother me.
Oh yeah, baby. Cool. That's legitness. Oh,
Did you try to
Slurp, slurp.
put that in the soup?
it's not soup. It's oil.
You just eat bee larva?
I did.
Mmm.
Tasty. Oh, it is nasty soup. I thought it was oil, but why would he be heating oil?
I literally called it nasty soup without even knowing that's what it's called.
Yeah. It's kind of
I'm
impressive.
very impressed with myself at the moment.
No, I did not mean to do that. And it does. It damages you. I think I knew that.
Oh, that's funny. So gross that it did damage to your health.
Yep.
Just like with lab-grown meat.
Seeds. Nice. Just like with lab-grown meat.
That's a thing that's been
Ruh-roh.
approved for sale in America.
Yep. I know. Talk to me about that while I was eating my chicken.
Yep, I did. I was also eating chicken at the time, but yeah.
Okay, I gotta go. We got to go. Get some more oil.
What time is it?
I'm just saying in the game.
It's 8:30.
Yep. So Seth left. He said it was late. It was 7, but you know.
He's old.
Yep. I'll probably shorten this down a decent amount since we spent like 30 minutes running around.
Yeah, we're gonna probably cut out at least 20 minutes.
Yeah. So probably go for like an hour or 2.5 hours and make it into like 2 or 3 episodes. What is that sound?
I think it's your lantern. It's running out.
Oh.
'Cause it's still on.
Yeah, I don't know how to turn it off.
Uh,
Well, not doing that. That certainly.
I can't remember how
Oh,
you turn
it's
it
out.
off. Yeah, get in the jar, Bokoblin.
Get in the jar! I'm pretty sure you can get more from over here. I don't think I need any more for now. Right. I need a key. I might need more oil to get a key. This game is so nostalgic for me. This is the Zelda I grew up with. Like,
I kind of grew up. So I grew up around the same time,
ish.
obviously, ish. And I kind of just grew up with Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
I didn't start there, no. I started with like the original Zelda on the original Nintendo. And
Yeah.
That game's hard.
The game sucks.
Well, it came out during an age in which like you just had to figure things out.
Yeah.
Which that's still very much a thing, but less so now than it was.
Yeah.
And so there's just dungeons that if you didn't know where to go, you just weren't gonna find it. You had to
Yeah.
literally just mess around with stuff long enough to be like, oh, if I burn this particular tree in this particular spot, there's a dungeon here. And
Yeah, a whole freaking dungeon just hidden.
yeah, a whole dungeon that's actually necessary to the game. It's like, yep, that's what you need to do. And you're like, okay.
Yeah. It's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. I need more lamp oil. Lamp oil. 20.
How many rupees do you have?
44.
Oh, dang, that's not many. Bruh, what's going on with his head?
Yeah, I don't know.
Quickly figure out how to... turn that out. Like, turn that off. Light it.
Press A while not moving to put it out.
Is that put up?
Oh,
okay, yeah, it's put up. Great. And see if you can get your jar refilled.
Yeah. Hello, my good sir. Fill bottle.
He looks way too excited to give you oil.
You want some of my oil? I make it myself. I'm not gonna reference that from the podcast because it's like the one thing that we're actually like, is this not okay? Remember how we said we make oil?
Oh. Yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah. I don't think it's really that bad.
It's
I think it's
not,
more funny than
it's
bad.
just, if the right or wrong person listens to it, they'll be like, they need to be canceled. It's like, it's obviously not a thing that we believe. It's obviously a very poor tasting joke.
Poor tasting. What does it taste like?
Licorice.
I was just thinking that.
That may be worse. Trying to think of anything else that happened. Like I witnessed I witnessed my coworker doing something gross this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, multiple gross things. So I'm working at a leather shop, and we have tools next to sewing machines, and one of them is a screwdriver, like a flathead. And during one of the morning meetings, because he has a hard time paying attention to anything, he's just scratching his back with it. Like
With what?
with the flathead screwdriver.
Oh yeah.
Like getting under his shirt and scratching his back.
Yep.
And I'm like, all right, that's kind of gross to begin with.
Yep.
The next day, we're in a meeting. He's bored again. And he uses the screwdriver to scrape off this, like, substance on his shoe. He then proceeds to use his fingernail to scrape it off the screwdriver and then eat it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. No, that's pretty bad.
Keep in mind, this is the same coworker that likes to lecture me for, like, being dumb or something. I don't know.
Well, Gabe.
He's like, I'm an artist and all. And I'm just like, okay.
That's an interesting way of pronouncing stupid. I should say that to him sometime.
I should. So, literally that same meeting, a coworker brings out this, like, deer skull that she pulled off the side of the highway. And she, like, kept it in a bin. Because, like, this deer was infested with, like, flesh-eating beetles. So it was, like, eating the flesh off the skull, technically kind of, like, cleaning it off. And that's cool and all. And so this same coworker, the guy that scraped stuff off his shoe and ate it, then is, like, holding the skull and, like, just, looking at it. And I was just like, that's cool. We get back to work after the meeting, and I'm like, hey, you should probably wash your hands. And he's like, why? I'm like, because the skull is gross and you're handling it. And he's like, she said it was being sanitized. And I'm like, she literally did not say that. She did not.
Sanitized.
He had not sanitized. The beetles cleaned it, meaning that they just ate the flesh off of it. Yeah. That doesn't mean it's clean.
Not even remotely.
And then he's like, okay. So he starts heading towards the bathroom to wash his hands, and he's like, wait a minute, that's dumb. And he, like, wipes his hands off with, like, a towelette. He's like, Gabe, we touch dead animals all the time because of leather. And we work in a leather shop, so you're dumb, Gabe.
Yeah, it's kind of different.
I'm like, and in my mind, I'm like, I'm not even going to begin to try to explain to you that there's a very big difference between that and touching a skull that was cleaned by beetles.
Yeah.
So that all happened within, like, the course of an hour.
Oh my gosh.
All on the same day, and I'm like,
you're really not smart, are you, dude?
He's one of those people that he knows a lot of things, and he thinks that's what makes him smart and wise.
Yeah, no.
No.
You can suck at math and be really wise. You can not know a lot and be wise.
Yeah.
But people don't know that.
It's because people don't know what wisdom is.
Because people don't read the Bible.
People just don't read.
Slice.
See, the thing is that he's somebody that reads a lot of books, and he has read a lot of the Bible, apparently. But he's still... He's like, I don't know if I believe in Christianity, but I believe in the same God of the Jews, because the Jews, in their history, blah, 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 and that makes sense. And I'm like, okay. But then it's like, You,
sir, are not smart.
No, he's not. He's not very smart.
Yeah. Well,
But he'll lecture me all day about why I'm not smart, and I'm like, okay.
Look, the fewer syllables you have in your name, the dumber you are.
What?
Yeah, Zachariah is the smartest person you know, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
He has the most syllables.
How many how many syllables do I have? 2?
Gabriel.
Oh, Gabriel. I was thinking Gabe.
Gabe. That's 1.
Yeah, 1. But yeah, Gabriel.
Wait, W. Dang it, he's got 2.
Yeah. I don't know. But chances are he'll never see this.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, I just roasted UW.
Yep.
Don't hate you. I just think you're arrogant and
Stupid.
prideful.
No.
Stupid.
I hate you. He doesn't. I do. Because I don't know you.
Like, the guy did lick my phone for a joke.
It's just kind of funny,
That
though.
made me mad.
Oh, yeah, it would.
I was so mad. I'll tell the story. As at Casey's. Again, another story at Casey's. And there's just this random sock on the ground. This nasty sock. And so, of course, I had to take a picture of it because it's just a random sock at a gas station.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hey, W, look what I found. I show him a picture of a sock. And he, like, moans sensually and licks my phone. Like, he grabs my
Oh
phone
my
and
gosh.
licks it. And I'm like, are you serious right now? And he's like, what? And I'm like, what do you mean, what? You know exactly what you did. And I just leave.
What the crap is my controller doing? Is it broken?
It's being
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, I then learned from that point on I can't trust this kid with anything. Cause he's just gonna lick it. He'll lick anything apparently.
Yeah, if he eats the gunk from the bottom of his shoe.
I think it was marshmallow fluff that came off of like something he's eating, but that's still
Still.
gross. That's still really
Whoa!
gross.
Well, apparently you can't whoop them too much. It's kind of spamming it. Moo, all the cows get in the barn. Remember that? Remember that episode of Phineas and Ferb?
No.
It's when they go to the moon to get
Oh, moon cheese.
or
Stuff.
moon ice cream.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which the song from that episode is an absolute vibe.
Phineas and Ferb was a special time in Disney history.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think they're gonna have another one of those.
I feel like an actual rancher right now. I'm kind of doing it how you're supposed to. Kind of ish.
Kind of.
Really, you need like 2 people.
Yeah.
Or these fences to make literally any more sense than they do. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Go in. Go in. You stupid goats. Oh my gosh. It's taking me 2 minutes to do this.
You have one more.
Get over here, you stupid goat.
Stupid walking like a grandma. There you go.
I did the it. Wow. Wow, I'm so good at this game.
Hoo boy, but y'all can heard that was 36 seconds faster than usual. Okay.
But y'all can heard. But y'all can heard. That's not a sentence. Whoever wrote this is not from the South. It makes no sense. But you all can heard. Who boy, but you all can heard. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it's but y'all.
But yeah, I know. But y'all. But you break it down, it's you all.
Right. But
If it's y'all, it still doesn't make any sense. But y'all can
Yeah.
heard. That was 36 seconds faster than usual. Well, that's about wrap. That about wraps her up for today. So how's about y'all headed on over to the mail? Here's Blade. I'm dumb.
Excuse me while I have a stroke.
Sorry, I'm a little nonverbal.
A little non-verbal.
I'm just a little illiterate.
Bopadol.
Bopadabobdle.
Bopadol.
Sometimes I forget that the bottles in movies are sugar bottles.
And so, like, they break by going...
Yeah, so I really want to just, like, knock on people's head, but then I remember that, like, gives
It
them
actually
concussions.
Yeah.
Yeah. This dude's mustache is wildin'.
You think the guy just, like, grabbed some random hairs he found, like, out in the woods and
I
just
think
stuffed it on
what
his
he
face?
did is he had like 2 little hairs coming out of the sides of his mouth, and he just went and just ripped out those horns. And then he was like, there was one time he tried to put on glasses, but they're a little too small, so he just like and just like shoved his nose up, and that's why he has that like bridge that's like his entire face.
He just looks like a boar.
He looks like the space between his mouth and his nose should be able to like open up into like an eyeball, like a third eye.
Jeez. Oh, he
Look
has
at his hair.
has a
Look
back
at his head.
mustache.
What is that? His head. Oh my gosh.
I'm sure this is how the Japanese portrayed Shrek.
Yeah, probably. She looks like American.
She does look American.
It's kind of weird. That dude has armpit hair like crazy. And Epona has calves of steel. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Zink, how could you? You were pushing CC too hard again. I bet you hurt her leg jumping fences, didn't you? There should have been a comma in there. This is rough.
Jeez.
You're the mayor. You just start acting like one.
He's so disappointed.
Look at these beta males getting yelled by a woman.
You're struggling
Literally.
there. What were you?
Like, I was always going to say woman. I wasn't going to not say woman. I just wanted to emphasize woman, so I paused for a second.
Oh, I thought you were going to be like...
No, I was always going to say woman. Yeah, you need to, like, drink some sparkling water and don't let women talk to you. That's the alpha male way.
Me? What?
Lincoln
Oh.
the mayor.
Oh, it's just like...
Don't let your daughter talk to you. Period.
Only speak when spoken.
Sip sparkling water. Like a true Andrew Tate. Alpha Chad.
I've been getting these videos in my feed on YouTube about like the loneliness pandemic that's been going on.
Okay, yeah.
They're calling it the loneliness pandemic, which I'm sure it's kind of something that's been a problem for a while, but I think people are just now starting to pay attention to it, and especially with men, because I think men struggle with this more than women. I don't know, I'm not a woman, but just according to what I've been looking into, reading, watching, it seems like men struggle with loneliness at a higher rate than women.
Yeah.
And so obviously that's causing problems.
So the solution is government mandated girlfriends,
No.
like Japan has.
Literally the solution is... I was going to say, just get rid of the government. The solution for everything is get rid of the government.
Yeah.
No, which is kind of true, but the
Yeah.
solution is really... the solution is basically we need to change the culture. The culture has
Yeah.
been dominated by a lot of very inappropriate ways to handle relationships between people, friendships and romantic relationships, both. So people are less committed now. People are more distant than ever. Society and communication and just general, like, what do you call it? Family unit, but more than that. It's like just the real networking between families.
Just the straight up dynamic between men and women has completely broken down.
Yeah, and honestly, that's been something that's been failing since World War One. Like
I'd say World War
it's
II, but
yeah, like it's just been on the decline for such a long time, and we've done nothing about it
yeah.
this entire time.
Yeah.
And now that people are paying attention to it, it's already kind of too late to undo the damage that's been done.
Yeah.
But now we have to like make steps in the right direction to like try and prevent this from getting worse and all that. But do I have the solutions? No. I
You know what bothers me?
what's that?
That I can't be friends with a woman without everyone around that woman being like, "Oh, Josiah totally likes you,"
Oh yeah, that's something
or like
that's definitely a
other
thing.
garbage like that. It's like, okay, I may or may not. That's true. I may or may not, but I'm gonna treat you the same either way, and I'm
Right.
still gonna want to be friends with you
Right.
because if I'm want to be friends with you, you're a cool person. I don't make friends with people I don't think are cool. I don't usually talk to people I don't think are cool, which is rude.
Which is why I don't talk to people at all. It's why
That is why I have no friends, because no one's cool.
everyone's a lame-o.
But like, there's just it's weird culture, especially in like, Missouri and other like very Christian areas, where it's just like men and women should not mingle at all until they're dating.
Yeah,
And it's like, no, I need
weird.
like feminine influence. So I don't become like toxic and awful and a jerk.
well,
Like I need someone
yeah.
who has some sort of like very kind, motherly
So
like spirit on them, so
what
I
you're
can
saying
like
is what you're saying is that you
kind
need
of absorb that.
you need a positive feminine influence.
Yeah.
But you also need a very positive masculine
Yeah,
influence. It needs to be a balance, and it needs
Yeah.
to be that way for both men and women.
Yeah.
Especially women, they need to learn from good, and I would add on godly women, but just don't hang around people that encourage the worst. You may
Yeah.
be thinking, oh, they're just encouraging me to be the best I can be, and it's like, that's cool. Something went wrong.
Yeah, I think it's gone to sleep or something. Oh no, the camera's getting hot.
Toasty. Did
That's
that
okay.
did that ruin anything?
No,
Okay.
that's okay because we're done with the intro now, so we'll probably end this episode or this series of episodes, probably like 2 episodes. But yeah, and also women need, especially like teenage girls, they need good male influences.
That's true.
And also, this camera has gone way wide.
What we're saying is that men need to be men again, and dads need to do their job, and not just saying, "Do whatever you want," because that's not helpful. Oh yeah, by the way, your kids, regardless of them being boys or girls, are gonna do stuff behind your back.
And
that's just
you
what's
gotta
gonna
let
happen.
go to hold on with a lot of things. Obviously, you disencourage, especially when they're older. Don't do this with little kids.
You
Don't
discourage.
discourage bad behavior and encourage good behavior. But if they're doing something like kind of rebellious, like if I drove my car or drove a car when I saw a permit and I went to the other side of the neighborhood to see a friend or something, and I wasn't supposed to drive alone, but I did. Yeah, you yell at me, but you don't like ground me. It's like, you're dumb, but you know what? There's laws in place to punish you for this. You know the risks. So
And like every kid's different. Like you shouldn't punish every kid the same because
No.
they're not gonna handle it the same way.
there are some seriously good kids that get punished for doing basically nothing.
True.
Like they're smart kids. Smart kids should be allowed to kind of get away with things.
Yeah, well, to a degree.
And if they don't get away with it, it's going to be the law, and then they have real repercussions.
Hence the law in this game. An orc shooting a woman in the back and clubbing you over the head. That's how America sees its police force. I can't believe this game was just straight up like, yeah, we're gonna shoot this woman in the back.
Oh man, I just want to do top text American police force, bottom text.
Oh my gosh. By the way, we're not anti-police. It's
No.
just is a funny visual.
We are anti-bad people in power.
Or not empowered. We just don't like bad people.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
And you may be wondering what dictates a bad person. I'd say morals, and where you get your morals from in a Western society is literally the Bible. Hate to break it to you, liberal, but that's where we got it.
Yeah. You say that, oh, murder is inherently bad because it's a law. Well, guess where that law came from? The Bible, probably. I don't know. I'm not a scholar.
Well, it is in the Bible, but
Yeah, it is.
who's to say there wasn't a society that also had that law before then?
Yeah. What the heck and heck? That's a heckin'. Ooh!
That's literally how people get indoctrinated in the what is it?
That's what it's like to drink Pepsi Nitro for the first time. It grabs you.
Grabs you by the throat.
Become a furry.
This is my first experience with alcohol.
Did you drink Guinness?
Yeah, my first drink was a Guinness. I can tell that story if you want.
It turned you into a furry, right?
I know.
And then you had to battle your furriness.
If anything,
I think this game invented furries. I think some people saw this cutscene and went, dang. I want to do that.
like,
And now we have furries.
if I had the ability to turn into a wolf like a werewolf, sure, I'd totally take advantage of that. But I don't.
If I had the ability to turn into a wolf, I'd totally take advantage of that.
I would eat a cow.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess there would be some serious benefits to being able to do that.
Think about it. My food bill would go way down.
Oh, yeah.
Granted,
yeah.
I'd probably get shot at more, but
Yeah. You think you could get away with eating a homeless person?
heck yeah.
As like
Am I going to? No.
as a wolf?
That thing's laced with drugs.
Ew, homeless people. I don't know where they've been.
Like, I know where they've been. On the streets.
The streets.
I don't want that. Have you ever picked up a piece of gum off the street and put it in your mouth? No, that's gross.
Yeah.
Where's your...
Uh-oh.
You're in jail.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You've been a bad puppy.
Uh-oh. Big.
Oh yeah, I was talking about my Guinness experience.
Yeah.
So I was 20 years old. And it was like, I want to say the day before or after Halloween. And me and my girlfriend at the time, we went to her brother's house.
Mm-hmm.
He was living in an apartment that was like
What is this shot? What is this shot? Also, why did they give Midna butt cheeks?
Because everything has a buzz. Josiah, everything has a buzz.
Oh, yeah, because this is a Nintendo game, so that the little kids that were supposed to be playing this were supposed to go like, ha ha, butt cheeks.
Meanwhile, the adults are just like, I don't know if I'm allowed to watch this.
Meanwhile, the adults are like, how old is she?
That's
Look,
another.
look.
That's a can we're not opening.
She's definitely an adult. She's just in this little form for now. Also, who didn't have a crush on her? Especially after the end scene.
I haven't played this game all the way through.
You what?
I haven't.
Dude.
Because the only time I played it was at your guys' house, and I never had the time to play it.
Okay, you're totally... We're gonna beat this game, and you're gonna see the end scene, and you're gonna go, yeah, okay.
Like, I think it's a very cute caricature. I'll give you that.
Yeah, she's great. She's super annoying, though. But she's great.
Yeah, of course, because this was like Nintendo before they realized that
Games don't have to be annoying.
Yeah, like that one character in Skyward Sword that'd be like basically the C-3PO of the Zelda universe, and everyone's like, "We hate you. You understand that? We hate you."
Yeah.
Anyways, Guinness.
Guinness, yep.
So, my girlfriend handed me a Guinness and was like, "Yeah, you can drink it." And I was like, "Okay." And me, a goody two shoes who didn't like the idea of breaking the law, was like, I don't know if I can. And so like she kind of peer pressured me into drinking, but at the same time I kind of wanted to drink it, so it was fine. Yeah. But the first sip I was like, ugh, and I'm like, I already opened it. I don't want to go to waste, so I drank the whole thing.
You drank the whole thing?
Yeah, I drank the whole thing. That was my first beer. I drank the whole Guinness.
Like in one go?
No, I sipped it over a course of like an hour or two. But yeah, that happened. By the way, she was probably 18 at the time. I think she's 18. But she got away with a lot of stuff behind her parents' back, so she's probably drinking. I think she said she was drinking since she was like 12.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Goodness, I did not know that.
Yeah. It's because like her brothers would drive her around to different places and she would hang out with sketchy people. A lot of bad things happened.
And this wasn't a red flag. How?
Oh, it's definitely a red flag, but the thing is that she didn't do that anymore.
Oh.
Like, she decided to try to change her life and do something else, and I was ignorant enough to believe all of that. And I was like, oh yeah, she's totally not the same person. Which she wasn't, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. Things don't always go how you want them to.
It was deceiving.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, good marriage, Gabe. And then we went, oh my gosh, we're sorry, Gabe.
And they're like, oh, what happened? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, and then we were like, hey, come live here.
Yeah, it wasn't good. But I hope she's okay, and I hope everything's going fine with her.
Yep.
Still open to the idea of that relationship, like, healing and being a possibility, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
The ball is in her court now, so she does with it what she wants.
Yeah. In the meantime, ladies, he's available.
I am available.
He needs a shoulder to cry on.
I don't know if I necessarily need that, but it's probably going to happen. Like, just being honest. I don't have a lot of healthy ways of dealing with my emotional trauma with that, so... And I don't really know how to go... Like, I don't really know how to move forward from that, because it's a very awkward thing.
It is odd.
Especially...
And there's not a lot of people in your age group that have gone through
there's
that.
like no one in my age group that's been through that.
I know one person.
You know one person.
And she's female, so...
Is that a good... Is this someone that I know?
You could know.
Oh, okay.
Could know her.
I could know her.
You could. Just saying.
Here, you two people that are emotionally traumatized. I know that's not what you meant, but that's kind of what my brain immediately went to.
What's kind of interesting, though, is that if somehow that relationship worked out, you would become one of my friend's uncle.
Okay.
Because they have a similar family where it's like the niece is like around the same age as the aunt.
I see. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not opposed to that, but I also don't know this person, so I'm not going to force it.
I think if anyone who knows who I'm talking about is listening to this, they're going to be like, Josiah, no.
So it's a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea. It's just a joke.
Oh.
It's a little too recent for her.
I'm sorry.
So.
I'm sorry. If it makes... no, I'm not going to talk about that.
No. was messy but good. I'll say that.
So is a good thing even though it was messy.
Yes.
Okay. I'm still sorry to hear that because I know it's never an easy thing to go through.
Yeah. No, for sure. At least she has like good friends. So that's good.
It's very important.
Very epic.
Honestly, if you want to know how your life is going, look at your friends. If your friends' lives are a mess, get new friends. I know that sounds like awful advice, but it's...
No, that's really good advice, but also what does it mean if Nathaniel Stein is your friend? What does that mean?
Nathaniel is doing great.
Yeah, he's a great friend, but I just feel like that's kind of goofy.
I kind of wish I was Nathaniel. I think Nathaniel's living the best life.
Nathaniel's pretty epic, not gonna lie.
Like, I don't think I've seen him stressed. Like, I know he's been stressed. I've seen him stressed, but like, he's such a chill guy that's just like, oh yeah, you know, if I can't control it, it's whatever. I'm just here to do God's will, and he's just after it, and like that's his focus. I'm like, I wish I had the freedom that he does to just not worry about anything.
You know, if he was here, he would probably say, "I'm really glad that you think that, Gabe."
Yeah, he probably would say that. He's like, Gabe, I'm glad you think that, but that's just not how it is.
No, I'm actually in such a constant state of panic that
I've grown numb to it.
Yeah. You see, Gabe, you're actually healthier than me.
I would be shocked. I'd be shocked if he said that.
I wouldn't be super shocked because I find that people who feel more emotion end up actually being healthier people than.
We need to put an ice cube on the camera.
This one isn't even the camera.
Oh, it's not?
No,
it's
this is
card?
the. We probably just need like an actual capture card for actual game system. Okay, I think something's overheated, and so it's just done. So I think our playthrough is done for now.
But so far, everything that has happened has been recorded.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry, guys, but we may have to do this later.
Yep. The tentacle difficulties. The technical difficulties have gotten the better of us. So we're going to have to do this later. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It was very fun to record.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll see you guys later, I guess. I don't know.
Please like, comment, subscribe, share this video.
Please let us know if you actually like this and like listening to us.
Give us your input.
Yeah.
We may just roast you online if you're being stupid.
Yeah. I hope this was a lot better than the Hitman video that may or may not actually end up on YouTube.
Yeah, it was kind of cringe, but we did throw a wrench at a guy like 3 times.
It was pretty funny. Yeah. So this is unusable gaming.
Yeah, it's pretty unusable. It's actually unusable now because we can't do it.
Yeah, it's broken.
No, that might be the next. That should just be the gaming channel name is Broken Games.
Broken Games. Well,
nah.
So unusable gaming. Unusable gaming. Here we go. Yeah, and also the camera quality will be terrible next time because we won't have this camera again. So
it will be terrible.
It will be terrible.
It will be terrible, guys.
Unless I put enough money together to buy a Sony camera.
PewDiePie. Just have
Mr. Beast, please buy me a camera.
Yes. But it's funny how like PewDiePie for the longest time had like a really not great camera quality thing.
Yeah, he did.
People were just like, bruh. He's like, I don't care.
I seriously believe it was just he had the wrong settings on his camera. He
Probably.
did not care. Yeah. All right. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Have a good week. We'll see you in the future.